And today we're doing some more Black Ops 3 Zombies. Hopefully I'm waiting for my chat here to load up, and then I'll get started. I decided to go ahead and just pick the map already. I kind of want to start off on Kino tonight, and just go from there and see what everything goes, and how everything goes, should say. Oh, that music is a little loud though. I got through this every single time. Alright, so I'm going to turn down just the music itself. There we go. And we'll see if it, we'll see how it varies, you know, throughout the stream. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Pause this. I do not need to see the preview, but I can actually see what you guys are typing here inside the chat. So, chat is good to go. Let me just type in here real quick.
I still do not trust my unconventional allies.
There we go. I just put, you know, basically welcoming everybody. Anybody that wants to come in. Alright, so I just saw a discussion earlier. I think it was from Mr. Darlin JD. He was talking about the bald character in the top right up here. Some people don't know who that is, but I think it's Dempsey. That's who I think it is. I could be wrong, but I think it's Dempsey. Because it's surely not Peter, because Peter actually had brown hair, so I don't think it's him. Anytime Call of Duty, please load up. Yeah, I want to kill some zombies. Alright. Let me know if it's... Oh yeah, that's way too loud. Okay, so let me turn it down to about 7. Freaking Richtofen, man, had to come out freaking loud as could be. Alright. And guys, let me know how it is out there. Alright, let me turn it down just a little bit. He is still loud as could be. I think it's voice. Yeah, I think it's voice volume. I'll put it down to about 5. There we go. Now I can actually talk over Richtofen. Alright. So also let me know how it is out there. If you guys are actually able to hear me, or if the game is too loud, and I'll tune in a little bit. Alright, so no challenges or anything, no kind of particular rounds that I have to go to. Just wanting to play and have a little bit of fun and discuss anything with anybody that's in chat. Anybody excited for Black Ops 4? Has anybody seen it? Did anybody watch the live stream, I should say? Because the live stream came out today and they just mostly went over multiplayer maps from what I've seen, but some people have speculated that there is a couple of things that they missed for zombies out there. And I'm not really sure. I didn't see much. I mean, I watched it all the way through, but then again, I was actually watching it from Glitching Queen's perspective, because she was actually hosting it, so... Oh, wow. Alright, well... Screw you then, buddy. I can't hardly hear, guys. I gotta turn this up just a little bit. Like I said, if it gets too loud, just let me know and I'll turn it back down. Oh, man. That moment when you wish you had Commando Pro in your knife, and just lunged at a zombie like 10 to 15 feet away, would be great. I miss this map so much. I'm so glad they did bring it back. This would be one of my favorites to play on too in Black Ops 1. Actually, now that I think about it, I think it was actually... Well, let's see, there was... What else was in Black Ops 1 that was decent? Shangri-La was sometimes. Sunshine wasn't bad either. Moon, when Moon first came out, actually I hated Moon. I didn't like it at all. I know a lot of people on my friends list didn't like it either. But over time, though, I suppose, like, now that you played a lot of the new ones, it's kind of like, yeah, it's a hit and miss. Oh god. Knife fell. Just trying to get some points. Should I go left or should I open up the right door? I'll let you guys decide. Oh lord, get away. I could shoot this gun a little faster, but I just don't want to. Because every time I shoot it like that, it hurts my wrist. I'm not really wanting wrist pains. Like how they're just like bunched up right here. I tell you, I cannot wait for Black Ops 4 though, where you're actually able to change their health and their running speed. If you can only change their spawn, that would be fun as could be. I don't want the death machine, sorry. But yeah, if you could honestly change the spawn system to it, that'd be great. It would make things a lot easier, especially with like newer people that's coming into to actually play the game and actually get into the game itself. Would be a lot of fun too. Just sitting there, just being able to mow down zombies. That'd be great, man. Theory still around. Who do you guys think this is in the picture? I always thought it was either the 5th test subject, that Der Eisendrache, where it mentioned him. I think his name is Pablo. That's the only one I can think of at the moment. Back then, man, it was just complete speculation. It was up in the air. I don't want that right now. I don't have enough perks to even want to bother with it. So I'll try to get it later. I wish I had the game for the PC, but I don't have a good PC to actually run the game on. I'd play a lot more custom maps and things like that too if I did. But right now I don't have a good enough PC to run it. Oh yeah, man. I think if I was a really great modder at like map making and stuff, I would make my own map. I'd make my own asylum called the Nephilim Asylum. And just have like nothing but World War II weapons on the walls. Kind of like Verrucht, but would be a little different though. Oh, I shouldn't have grabbed that. Crap. Also, here's something else I want to show you guys. These two mirrors right here, I wanted to make a video about this, but like I said, I don't have a PC and that's actually good enough to actually do YouTube anymore. I know this wall, this mirror here is this room, but what is that room? I'll show you what I'm talking about when I kill these couple of dogs here. I want to let you guys see this because it's kind of weird. Like, I know people's gonna say, well, it's just the dressing room, but I'm starting to think there's more to it than just it being the dressing room. So check this out. So this room is this room, obviously, and this room is what people were saying it's the dressing room. But how can you see that through that mirror of it being that room? And the same thing with this room. Wouldn't that room be on this mirror and then that room be on that mirror? Because you're seeing a reflection from here. There's no reflection from that side. See what I'm saying? So I'm starting to think, maybe what if these were gateways that like you're actually able to travel through? Like the mirrors themselves are actual like teleporters or gateways and things like that. Just a thought. You know, sort of like Revelations. How Revelations has those huge like doorways like that there that you actually step through. That would be interesting to see. To where you could just go into different portions of the map itself. And how many people remember the bleeding mannequin, where you were actually able to shoot the mannequin and would see blood like gushing out of the mannequin? That was so fun back then. But nobody knew what it meant. Not a single person knew what it meant. So crazy. Crazy how there's still so many Easter eggs inside of the game, and hardly nobody knows anything about them. Even to this day, like people are still finding new Easter eggs on these maps. Oh god. And sorry guys for not really streaming a lot lately. I don't know, man. I guess I've just been kind of discouraged a bit. But I'll definitely do more. I will definitely start streaming a little bit more than what I've been doing. Oh god. Nope. I was gonna walk forward till I saw a pair of legs come out of the corner of my eye. I hate these things and the freaking Nova 6 crawlers. Hate them so much. Like I said, I can't wait for Black Ops 4. Hopefully they have it to where you can actually choose what spawn area that you want your zombies to spawn into. And it's not just complete random like this here. Like I told my brother, I told him yesterday, I said, I was going to make a game where all of the health is completely low as could be, and they would never run and do like a headshots only game into it, and would just sit there and just mow down the zombies the entire time. I think that would be completely fun as hell. Alright, let's, well, it's not the gun I like, but I'll definitely take it. I was kind of hoping for, like, I don't know, the MX Grand, maybe? But I'll take it, I mean, it's a gun. Alright, so also guys, I want to show you something that I found out yesterday that I have not seen any other YouTuber talk about, or, really discuss, really. On Shangri-La, there is a starting room glitch where you can actually sit at a window and it will actually change the direction of how the zombies actually spawn into the map. I might do it later on in the stream and I'll show you guys. If I don't get a chance to do it tonight, or if it just completely, you know, eludes me, then I'll definitely show you tomorrow. Oh man. Alright, let's see here. What is my course of action? I'm thinking I should stay right here inside this stage area and just sit here and just shoot him to death. I really do. I think that might be my best strategy. I tried to do it last time. I think it, like, the highest one I went to was like a 35 or a 36. But just completely goofing off though. I used to be the person to go for a lot of high rounds, but I don't know. I don't know if that really counts anymore, because I noticed people are now looking at different stats compared to it just being like, oh, I went to, you know, round 70, or oh, hey, I went to round 80, or, you know, heaven forbid they go to 255, because, you know, it's the unbeatable round. But I just think it's weird how we went, as a zombies community, we went from having people talking about to what round they actually went to talking about how fast they've done the Easter egg, and like speedrun Easter eggs and things like that. Like, back then nobody thought about doing stuff like that. Like, it literally was, hey, I completed the Easter egg, but hey, it wasn't like, oh, I did the Easter egg in, like, you know, 20 minutes. It's just nuts, man. Supposedly, I think it was from Glitching Queen. It was either Glitching Queen or the Gaming Revolution was actually talking about in Black Ops 4 they're gonna have a new system for like leaderboards and things like that, like starting room challenging, you know, how long you lasted in the starting room, or I think it was Glitching Queen that actually mentioned this one, was they were working with a third-party leaderboard website that actually have accurate stats to where it didn't just monitor like how many rounds you actually went, but instead it actually monitored everything else, ranging from your fire rate and everything else, like how many bullets you shot, like accurately counted. I've noticed sometimes whenever I've completed games here and would go back and like, oh, I'm going to go back and look at my stats. Well, it was inaccurate. There was one game where actually I had shot 1,000 headshots and went back into the leaderboards, and it only showed like I'd only had like 820. But yet at the end of the game it was like 1,020 or something similar to that. It was just really weird. Oh, whoa. Hold on. Let me see if I can see your comment real quick. It appeared, but then just kind of like vanished real quick. Let me refresh my chat real quick. Hopefully I'm able to see it. It's kind of weird. Alright. While that loads up, hopefully I'm able to see. If not, just retype what you sent there in the chat. I don't understand why I couldn't see that up here. That's kind of weird. Okay, so it did not appear. Whatever you wrote in the chat, whoever that was, just rewrite it, and I'll see if I can see it, see if it appears. And also, welcome. Thank you for coming in to join me. But yeah, going back to the topic, what I was talking about was, oh wow, it still did not show. That's so weird. Hold on, guys. For some reason, my chat is not working too well. It's not showing like what anybody is typing, unless of course you're typing it on like the PlayStation or something. That's the only thing I can figure. Because let me see if I can type inside the chat here. Yeah, see, it appears here in my chat. Are you typing that on the PlayStation? Through the PlayStation itself, that little menu that they have, or are you actually typing that on Twitch itself, like to the actual Twitch site? I guess it really wouldn't help me considering I can't see the comment in the chat, but if you are running it through the Twitch site, I can actually see it. But if it's on that original like PlayStation thing where it just shows you like a stream preview, I'm not able to see it. Oh man. So what do you guys think? Do you think that'd be a good idea if they actually did have some sort of third-party ranking system or leaderboard system outside of their own? Because I know a lot of times whenever I go in to look into leaderboards, they're so modded, so hacked, it's ridiculous. Especially when you see rounds that's not even possible of even thinking about receiving or, you know, actually getting to. It's just craziness. I remember World at War. World at War was so completely hacked. I saw this one time, this one guy had, I think it was like over 1,000 and some rounds. And I was just like, there's no way. Like, there literally is no way. Unless, of course, you have glitched yourself completely up there. It is ridiculous. Oh, wow. Let me try this real quick. Let me see if it actually works if I update the information, maybe? And see if that might help it. I'm not sure. But yeah, it never showed the comment inside the chat room, whoever sent that. It showed mine, but it did not show whatever you sent. I think that was on the PlayStation app. So the next... Oh, what the hell? Where the hell did he come from? But I think it's only going to show on the PlayStation app itself. It's not going to really show inside of the chat here. Which kind of sucks. I don't really like how they do that. Or it could just be Twitch itself. The other night I was having a real problem with the chat as well. It was not registering anybody that came in. It was not even showing that anybody actually came into the room. But yeah, there was 4 people, like 4 or 5 people watching. But it never did show like anything from the people. Alright. So I think I'm going to keep this back door back here closed. Don't really want it open. It doesn't benefit anybody. So, I mean, unless of course you're going for points and trying to level up and get that 200 points or whatnot. But still though. Or you're going up there to use the M8, one of the two. That could be the only beneficial thing that you actually would think of. Oh god, what the hell am I stuck on? But yeah, that would be the only thing I could actually see that you would help you. Other than that, I don't see it doing much. Alright, I'm trying to think of what gun I should actually upgrade. Might get the ICR here in a minute too. I'm gonna go back here and actually get Speed Cola. So we can actually reload a little quick. Yeah, Speed Cola. And yes, guys, I do apologize if the turning around hurts your eyes and you can't see going like this. I'm sorry. It's the only way I can play Call of Duty. I cannot play it any slower than that. It bugs me when I can't. And it bugs me also when I play games which don't have a sensitivity that high. It's just ridiculous. It's on, I believe it's either a 14, like the highest you can go. But if you're playing Call of Duty Ghost, it would be insane for the sensitivity. Whoa. And then I don't have any auto aim on either, which is great. I cannot stand auto aim at all, especially when I play first person shooters. It just, to me personally, it draws the shots away, like it pulls too much. I know other people it actually helps, but for me it pulls too much. It's kind of like well, if you played zombies and you've actually used Deadshot Daiquiri, I cannot stand Deadshot Daiquiri. It pulls way too much, and it pulls off of target for me. Come on, jump down. Thank you. Oh, you can get away. Oh god. Oh god. Zombie blood everywhere, man. I hope to god they have character customization inside of Black Ops 4 as well. Are you guys actually able to hear everything out there? Like the sound and everything is okay? Whoa. Alright, so I'm gonna grab the ICR. I hear somebody crawling, but I can't really say for sure. I think he's to the left of me. Yep. I heard his little hands hitting the frickin' pavement or the wood stage up here. I think it's so cool. Something else that's really funny is I showed these the other day on Twitter, and not a single person remembered what they were from and knew anything about them. Every single YouTuber, every single Call of Duty YouTuber for zombies knew nothing about them. And nobody would answer my question. It's like, what do you guys think about this? And not a single person knew where they were from. It's kind of funny. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god, man. I'm trying to seriously hit 1,000 before Black Ops 4. Like, I physically want to hit 1,000. Like, rank 1,000 on here. Just to say I completely prestiged up. Oh, I wish that was ammo. I'll get that bomb here in a minute. Oh, there is ammo. Sorry. But yeah, anytime anybody wants to play with me, just let me know. Be more than glad to have more people to play with. And again, like I said, I don't go for high rounds anymore. I used to be that type of person. But now it's just like, if I get there, I get there. If not, you know, all in good fun. I've been meaning to stream the Division as well, but I don't know about the Division. I'm just kind of stuck on zombies. Plus, on top of that, nobody plays the Division with me anymore, except for maybe my brother. So I figured, plus on top of that, nobody would actually want to watch it. Crap. Poor zombie. Poor zombie, man. Alright, so we got 130 rounds left. Alright, well, roughly around 160. So let's try to use up about, well, if I could try to use all of it before I back a punch it, would actually help out. So let's try to do that. I'm not sure what map I'll play after this either. Maybe I'll let you guys decide whichever one you want to see. I don't have Der Eisendrache, and I don't have Revelations at the moment. Oh, that's the only two I don't have. So you can choose any of those, any of the others, but those two. Oh crap! Oh man, why are all these green guys coming out, man? What the hell? That's right, just keep jumping over there. So breaking boards. We'll just see how high we can actually go on this map too, if you guys want. That just came out completely wrong. I meant to say, we'll see how high we can go on this map. I think I said, we'll see how high you guys can go. Alright, there we go. So we used all the ammo for the ICR. I don't have World War II zombies either. Oh, I didn't even link the pad. Stupid me. But the reason why I don't play World War II is because I've heard the zombies on there is really easy, and all the Easter eggs are pretty much laid out for you. So, and I don't really care for that. I'd rather sit and like try to find out what each part of the Easter egg is itself, other than being told. So I really don't care for that too much. And plus, on top of that, I've heard it actually shows, like, if you've missed anything in game, like if you've missed certain parts of an Easter egg, like it literally will tell you that, hey, you missed this section, or hey, you missed this item. Like, it literally like labels out what you've missed. And to me, as like an old school zombies player from World at War, it just feels weird when something like that is, you know, doing things like finding Easter eggs for you. It's just weird. Alright, there we go. So we'll just keep these two. I'm not a huge fan of the BRM, but we'll definitely play with it. I like either the 48 Drag or the Dingo. I like either one of those light machine guns a lot better, just because the fire rate is better. Alright. Peekaboo. Nobody there. And I hate the spawn point too when you come back from that teleporter. Sometimes I've been surrounded in this room. Wow, okay, that guy just freaking set on fire. Anybody else? Anybody else? Alright. And there's Easter eggs in here too, but I'm not gonna click the radios. I'm not gonna try to... I know there's one up there, and it honestly just plays the same things over and over. But if you guys want to hear it, give my guess. literally just talks about the test subject, how the test subjects are pretty much doing great stride, like they completed a lot of things with them. From what I understand about the map, and I know this isn't a part of the timeline or anything, but I'm starting to think that this map itself is actually a focal point for zombies, for at least a timeline. Theory that I came up with probably about 2 or 3 months ago, and said this back on Black Ops 1, is I think the characters from the zombies are actually still stuck in this theater, like they haven't woken up yet. Kind of like Clockwork's Orange, where Alex is inside of there, watching the films, trying to reform him. I think the same thing is going on here. Every map that we are seeing inside of this, like, universe, the timeline, is literally just a film that they're watching. And I tried to discuss that with a few YouTubers, but, you know how YouTubers do, they don't really care to pay attention to your comments or anything. You know, they basically just care for your views. But the person actually responded back. I think it was Mr. Darlin JD, or it was either Mr. Darlin JD or the Gaming Revolution, one of the two. Because I was talking to him on Twitter about it, and I was asking him what did he think about the theory. And he was like, oh, you know, it's pretty interesting, but it couldn't be because... And then he gave me some reason out of the Zombies timeline poster that came out like a couple of days ago. Or, well, not a couple of days ago. I think it was like a couple months ago that it actually was like completely put together, where you could see each and every piece of the timeline. But it's just like he literally just followed like a script, and it's like, man, like I understand that you're reading from it, but sometimes you can go off script too, you know what I mean? You don't have to read everything as it is printed out. It's just a theory. That's the point of theories. Alright. What the hell was that? Was that a baby crying? Yeah, and this is weird also. I don't know why they changed the, there was like a monkey in here, but they changed it into just a pure zombie now. I used to call it the Terminator, but it looks so weird as a zombie in there. It was the Nova 6 crawlers that you're seeing on the walls and stuff. I'm actually going to buy these and put these up. I hear somebody behind me. Put one there, and I'm going to put one right there. That should kill at least 1 or 2 of the Nova 6 crawlers. Save me a little bit of time. Oh my good lord. Poor guy gets set on fire, dude. Alright. And sometimes my brother does play this, but he hasn't played it in a while, because the only map he has is Shadows of Evil. And he actually hates Shadows of Evil. But, if anybody wants to play with me in part 4, let me know. I'll be more than glad to create a party. We'll just sit and goof off in zombies or multiplayer or whatever else. Especially with Blackout, with Battle Royale coming out. I think that would be extremely fun to just sit there and, like me and him were talking about yesterday. It would be fun if we could get like on the back of an ATV and like just run around the map shooting at people. Would have early days of Battlefield Bad Company too. That type of fun all over again. Get on like a little ATV and try to run people over. Oh, I was lucky. Sorry, I thought I saw one of those Nova 6 crawlers. It's like, no! God, I hate them. I'm so glad they did not bring these back on any other map except for this one in Moon. God, they were annoying. And then on top of that, you got Transit, which had those stupid Dittisons. Oh my lord. Dittisons, I hate Dittisons as well. Fog and everything else was really annoying. Okay, that walk, dude. That zombie's walk. What? What just happened? That was weird. Hello? Freaking zombies just sneaking up on people. He's like, Tag, you're it. He didn't even hit me. He was just literally running behind me. Oh man. Also, if anybody wants me to auto-host their channel, let me know. I don't mind hosting people on here. I've got literally about 30 people that I've hosted. And for the most part, a lot of the people that I am hosting are friends from Twitter or people that I know on Twitter. But if you want to be added, just let me know. Ow. This is not looking. It's not looking good. Oh, this is definitely not looking good. I didn't know that was gonna kill me. Oh man. Of course, that one zombie had to explode. Of course. Irony, right? How did he down me also with one hit? That was kind of weird. So it did have Juggernaut, unless of course it was, well, I don't know. Kind of weird. He completely downed me with just one hit, and I know the Nova 6 color doesn't actually do that much damage either. So, kind of weird. I've had worse happen. I was playing on, I think it was Kino Darren, well, no, it wasn't here, it wasn't in the theater. I think it was Knock Darren Toden. And on Knock Darren Toden one time, I had a zombie that completely came in and killed me instantly with just one swipe. And this was me using a shield, Juggernog, and everything else to help me, and he just one-shot me completely. Like, it completely downed me, and I'm just sitting there in awe, basically, going, what? Like, how the hell did that happen? Like, how did he one-shot me with so many perks on, and a shield at that too? It was really weird. And I've seen other people talk about it too, like they've had the same problem. So I'm not sure if it's just their server having issues or what it is. Again, it could be also mine where I'm streaming. I don't want mule kick, thank you. That's where the zombie falling behind me. I hope it blows him up. Which it did. Awesome. Man. Struggles of zombies. Hello. Welcome to fire. I remember when that bar back there was closed, you couldn't go around it. It sucked. It sucked completely. I've seen so many times where people would get trapped back here. They would run back here, and oh my god, these freaking things. Oh man. Back then, we used to think that those things actually had a significance. Because you would hit them, and the box would actually fly open, and it would spark for a few seconds. Crate power. We'll take it. Just see what we can get out of there. This is probably a stupid idea, but oh well. That's a man of war. Right on. We're topping your stupid dude. Oh well. It's kind of funny. Especially when I play zombies. I see a lot of people talking about leaderboards and things. Going back on that subject. This person I was watching earlier, she said, oh, I don't play for leaderboards, but, you know, the first thing she mentions, well, I was first in the world at this map, or, you know, I did this first. And I'm going, wait a minute, isn't that kind of like contradicting yourself? I mean, you don't care for leaderboards, but you care if you're first in the world on a map? Doesn't make sense. I'm just gonna gather them up, train them, basically. I need better headsets too as well, because I'm just using earbuds at the moment. Alright, run. Should actually close that door behind me, or that window. And yeah, I haven't really caught on to the whole Battle Royale game modes that everybody's been playing. I don't play Fortnite or anything. Just, I can't get into it. I've played it on the PC. I've played that, PUBG, and DayZ, and the only one I haven't really played too much was H1Z1, and it was just like, okay, I've played literally every one of these, like, why should I play another one? I know other people probably will get mad about me saying that, but it feels that way. Who knows, maybe they might agree with me. Alright. Oh my god! Talk about a way to die, Jesus Christ, dude. Oh Lord. Zombie went up in flames, man. Alright, so let me check my chat here. That's so weird as to why I couldn't see that person's comment. It had to have been due to on the PlayStation. It had to have been. So weird. Chat works one day and then the next day it doesn't work at all. wish I had a, hopefully I can make enough that I can actually buy a new PC to where I can actually stream better and have it better quality as well. Look a little bit more professional than just running it directly off of a console. One day. But right now, we're all good. Oh crap. I'm not sure where that's actually going. Hold on guys, let me pause this real quick. There we go. For some reason, I was in the dashboard on Twitch, and it's showing the preview for the video, and it's running back all the way from the very beginning of the stream, and I'm like, I didn't see the beginning of my stream. What's going on here? Killjoy. That works. I play with random gobblegums as well. I don't I don't try to play with the most overpowered ones like Perkaholic. It just takes away the fun a little too much for me. Die zombies! Oh my god, it was a freaking parade coming on this one side. That's a lot of freaking fire. Yes, for once it actually hits them. I'm gonna throw this over there. Protect me a little bit. Even though I know they're pretty freaking weak at the moment. Yeah, it's kind of like the hunters in Destiny. Weak as hell. That's exactly what their trip mine feels like too. Just weak. I remember it being so powerful in part 1 when you used to stick people with it. So many people would complain. Oh well. What did you guys think about the new Destiny DLC also that came out? Well, that's coming out, called the Forsaken, I think that's what it is. I was looking at it and I'm like, I don't know. Don't know. And I had the same problem with Destiny that I did with The Division. I never had nobody to play it with except for my brother. And usually when I did play it, people pretty much left. They would go to different games and things like that, so... And on top of that, nobody wanted to do any kind of the activities. You would ask for a raid, and literally I would have 2 people that wanted to play with me, and that was either Judith or that was my brother. And it literally was just her, my brother, and I that wanted to do anything in the game. And you know how Destiny is, you literally have to have a full fire team that wants to do anything. So. But I did see they had a new raid and things like that, so it looks kind of cool. I guess, but I heard the price is almost $60, like it's like 50 bucks or something. Unless of course I've seen that wrong, but from what I've seen it was like either between $49, well, hold on, it was between $35, almost 40 bucks, and $50 if you want the pass added with it or whatever it was called. And then the digital deluxe for the PlayStation and things was like $80. I'm just sitting there going, oh man, like, if that includes like everything, like I can see that, but if it's literally just the game itself and the DLC, no. And I know people can say, well, you know, you're gonna spend that much on, you know, Call of Duty 4 or Black Ops 4. Yeah, I probably will. I don't think I'll buy the collector's edition though, because I know it's gonna be sold out. I actually went to get this one as a collector's edition, and it was completely sold out. Oh god. That was so close. Almost jumped right into a pit of them right there. Repair this real quick. That was nice. For once landmines actually did something. Wow. Oh boy. Try to get down there to get these 2. There we go. My lord, why is this game being so generous all of a sudden? Usually I get in here and it's just like, it doesn't want to give me a single power up. Samantha must be on my side. RNG Samantha. Don't quote that, guys. I'm gonna take it from a stream only. RNG Samantha. Or it could be Dr. Monty too. One of the two. But I think Samantha actually controls the power-ups. It'd be kind of funny. Somebody should make an account called RNG Samantha and literally just bug me in my stream about not giving me power-ups every time I play. Because it does feel that way sometimes. I don't get a lot of power-ups anymore. It's literally like Treyarch actually does hate me. It feels that way. Alright, so I'm going to try to get either in plain sight or something else. That one works. I actually like the Alchemist one, where it actually gives you ammo back, which is good. There we go. Oh crap. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe I should open up that door. Maybe I should. Oh my god. Why is there so many crawlers? So many Nova 6 crawlers. That's ridiculous. Oh lord. Oh lord. Go away. Those moments when you kind of need anything where zombies don't want to run at you. In plain sight would have been actually kind of nice, I guess. Oh well. Try not to dip too low in the ammo here. All right, takes care of him. You know, I don't think I've actually used turned in here. Can you, does anybody know if you can actually turn the Nova 6 crawlers? Well, anybody that's aware. Oh man. Wow. That was crazy. Oh god, that's probably gonna hit me. No, it didn't, surprisingly. Weird. Yeah, see, like, that don't make sense. Why is it that I can be 4 or 5 feet in front of the thing and it will actually blow up and won't do a single bit of damage to me? And then there's other times where it wants to hit me like really far back, like, what? I don't understand that. Alright, let's get that guy. Let's actually put that way, way up there. Wow, that looked freaking horrendous as hell. Kino, man. Kino has changed so much, though, from what I remember it as. This map, God, I would spend hours on this map going through here looking for stuff, just like speculating things. You would see something, you'd see something on the wall, or you would see some kind of an object, and you'd be like, "Oh, what is that? Like, I wonder. Oh, like I wonder if that's an Easter egg. Oh, that's cool. Let me take a look at that." Just hours upon hours spent in here, just looking at things, trying to find Easter eggs. Like, I really miss that in maps anymore. Nowadays, it just feels as though everything is laid out for you. It's kind of like casual zombie players, which I mean is okay in a way, but like, I really miss the days when you had to come into the map and you really had to be eagle-eyed at everything that you've seen and took that into speculation. Especially the original 4 maps of zombies from World at War. Everything that you've seen, it was like a puzzle piece. You gotta sit there and try to piece it together. You're like, what does that do? Or like, oh, what is that? Can you imagine if they actually put like Easter eggs onto the map, like an actual Easter egg on each of the original 4 maps? How crazy that would be. I would love it if they did that, honestly. Or what would be really cool is, because everybody knows that they don't never complete the cycle inside of the Easter, inside the zombies itself. What if there actually was a way that you could complete the cycle itself and break the cycle of zombies? Would that actually end the premise crew itself? Because honestly, that's what the whole, Just as Zombies is. Everything is in a cycle. So, and that's literally what we're doing, is we're going back over and over the same things we've already been through. So what would happen if they actually added Easter eggs on the original zombie maps to where you could actually break the cycle itself of zombies? Like, it would, obviously it would end the premise crew's storyline, but a lot of people were thinking that's what's going to happen with Blood of the Dead, that's going to be the last premise map, but I don't think it is, though, because if you caught on to what Jason Blundell was actually speaking on the stage itself, he was actually saying that both storylines are going to tie in some way, shape, or form. I think that's what's going to happen. Myself, like, I haven't said anything to this about, anybody, but I think the crew that we're seeing from Voyage of Despair and 9, I think those are the original, like, premise crew from Origins. And I know, hear me out here. So the reason why I think that they are is, if you notice inside of Zombies itself, the staffs that you're actually wielding on Origins are that of just copies. They're not the original staffs themselves. So which means that Primus is actually not the original owners of those staffs. So I'm starting to think that maybe the characters that we're playing in 9 and the Voyage of Despair, like, those are the original Primus crew. Like, those are the original wielders of the staffs themselves on Origins. Like, that's what you're seeing, basically. I think that'd be cool as hell if they actually did that, and actually had that type of storyline, like, we were tying together where the characters themselves of Primus actually goes in, and they don't complete the cycle, and Dr. Monty basically, you know, spawns in the 9 and Voyage of Despair characters, and then says, like, oh, these are the original, you know, they're the original people that were stuck in the original loop, kind of like you guys are. And the same thing with Victus as well, which are in the Mob of the Dead underground secret lair down there, that chamber where they're in, like, stasis sleep. But I think it's kind of cool if they actually did do something like that. Like, they just went out and said, hey, these are the new characters here, these are the original owners of the staff, and that's pretty much how the story ties in. Like, it goes into like a medieval type of theme, and you have to hood off like all the apothegons and things like that. That'd be so cool. I would love that if they did like a medieval style. And how cool would it be if it actually allowed you, like, let's say if it's the very last DLC, right? What if, other than 4 characters that it would choose from, it would put in a pool of 8 characters that it would actually choose from itself? So you would have 8 different characters that you could actually choose from. If they actually throw in the transit crew, which would be 12 themselves. So can you imagine if they actually had, I'm gonna die right there, that zombie jumped up and trapped me, but imagine if they had 12 characters that you could actually choose from. If the storylines from the transit crew, the premise crew, and the new crew all linked together, that would be so cool, man. Like I said, I really wish they had character customization. Alright, here, just come kill me, come kill me, come kill me now. But see, like, look at all the power-ups, man. Like, I don't never get that much. That's so weird. RNG Samantha is with me. But it's just a lot of theories and speculation and hopes, I guess you could say, for Black Ops 4. And here's another thing that I was thinking too. Well, there's some people that has actually stated it, but they don't really hold any kind of, I don't want to say evidence, but they don't have any kind of theory, like, backing why they say it. But have you ever noticed every time you die, you go back to the frozen forest? I think it's because you're not completing the cycle, you're not breaking the cycle, so you're pretty much going back to the frozen forest every single time. So I'm thinking maybe in one of the newer maps, maybe the frozen forest is actually where we will still maybe go to, perhaps. That would be kind of cool if we could go to the frozen forest, and like, that would be the area where you would have to break the cycle. Like, what if there was like a tree or something there that you had to like physically destroy, and inside this tree it had like branches, right? And on each branch it actually had each timeline and into that particular universe that actually, you know, every time that they broke it, like, it broke the branch and it would break the cycle to that particular universe, the cycle going through. I think that would be kind of cool, but the thing about it though, you can't really explain Dr. Monty and the Shadow Man being a part of that, because it's just so much into it. And plus, on top of that, there isn't any type of storyline that builds into it. There's no what am I trying to say? There's nothing inside the storyline that actually gives any kind of evidence to that style of, you know what I mean, like that style of map or theory. But, and on top of this, what if we actually got to go to the actual place itself where Element 115 actually did come from? Other than it being just like some random meteorite, what if we actually got to see the place where it actually came from space itself? That actually would be a really cool map. So let's see what map I can go to tonight. Let's go to Verrückt. I love Verrückt. My favorite map of all time is Verrückt. I know everybody I've ever played with hates this map. They've always said it's literally too small, or you know, there wasn't enough firepower, not enough areas to train zombies. But by far, my favorite map of zombies of all time was this one. I loved it in World at War. I loved it when actually they remade it again on Black Ops 1, and then did a lot of stuff for Black Ops 2. I can't really get over Black Ops 2 though. Like, the starting maps for Black Ops 2 was terrible, and then it just seems like it got better, better, and better as it progressed here to Part 3. And again, I know a lot of people that hate Shadows of Evil, but I truly think Shadows of Evil was at its time one of the best maps right now. Aside from Der Eisendrache and, you know, and the original ones, obviously, but that's my opinion. I know people are going to say, like, oh, I don't like that map. But I'm a simple person. I like simple things here. So that's just my opinion. I think, honestly, I think Shadows was probably, if you looked at it at launch, if you didn't have the giant, it was a decent map, though. But then again, people could say, like, oh, didn't like that map for X reason, or, you know, a variable that they didn't like it. Some people I know didn't like it because the way that the zombies actually spawned in, how they didn't have particular spawn points, or the map was just particularly hard in general. It was just weird. Oh, man. Alright, so theory here. There was a theory that I wanted to run by, and I didn't really have time to make a video on it a while back. But what do you actually think that this asylum actually was for? Some people said, oh, it was because of 935 actually used this particular room to, you know, experiment on their test subjects and things like that. I think there's more to it than that. I really do. I think there was more to it than just Group 935. Wow, how low. That dude is freaking running. On round 2. So, I swear to God, David Vonderhaar did not send no other zombie like that again. I call those the Vonderhaar zombies. Oh man. Alright, so I got 4 bullets left. I hate when it lunges like that. My God, again with the power-ups, like RNG Samantha, really? Alright, so my strategy for this one, I think I'm going to try the original one, is I'm going to go to the power room and maybe hold off at that one window that's next to the power room. If not, I'll just run back and forth to the electric fences and kind of go, you know, side to side with the electric fences. I actually might need ammo too. Think about that. I actually had forgotten that I opened that door. so it kind of worried me a little bit there. I was like, oh crap, I don't even have enough ammo to do what I wanted to do. Like I said, I'd actually forgotten I'd opened up the door, so I thought it was still closed. Oh God. Prone lock spin. God, I love this map, man. I remember when it first came out, everybody I played with had it, and they're like, oh, you know, you're gonna hate the next map, you're not gonna like the next map. And then I got it, and I loved it. Loved it ever since. Just something about the way that the map actually was laid out. It was just simple. It was literally just a box, and it was just a giant training circle. Like, that's literally all it was. And then, the honest to God, the reason why I loved it so much was it was one of the very few maps that you could actually get the M1 Grand out of. And it was actually on the wall. So, and then on top of that, I loved it to death just for that simple reason that you could actually get the M1 Grand. So I would run around with the M1 Grand and would just sit here and just shoot them to death with double tap. Oh man, that was good times. Good times. Alright, I'm gonna go upstairs real quick. I might take the ICR again. Either that, or I'll take a weapon out of the box. Either one. Tomorrow, if you guys want me to, I'll try to do like a one box, or yeah, I'll do a 1 box spin challenge and see how far I can go with that. and you guys can actually choose what guns to take off the wall. I think it'd be kind of fun. Stuff like that has always... I saw them, guys, don't worry. Stuff like that has always, like, kind of piqued my interest. Like, how far could you go? You know, how far could you go with a certain gun? Or, you know, no perks. My favorite always was Knock There and Toden with snipers only. With a Kar 98K only. Oh my god. That was so much fun, I'll tell you that. It honestly was so much fun. I can't tell you how many times I would sit up there and just sit there and snipe from that little sniper tower on Knock There and Toden with the Kar 98K. It was a blast, man. I tell you what, this is how much I love doing it. When I got the PC version of it, I did the exact same thing. I would just stay up there and just snipe the zombies that were running to that little area where they run from their spawn point towards the bunker. This was actually a legit room right here where you could actually train the zombies if you started on the opposite side. If you either had Richtofen or Takio, you could actually come right here and have one person watching a window while the other person watched the door, and you would have your whole team in this room. As long as you didn't open the door that's behind me, that one. But here lately I haven't been spawning on that opposite room, so I can't really do it much. I've always spawned on the, well, I don't want to say it, but the American side is what they call it, the ally side, I guess you could say. Because Tank and Nikolai would always start on this side. So I wonder if they took that off, or if they just didn't bring it over, or what it was, but I've never started over there. Every single time I've played, I've never started over there. And again, I don't have enough perks to wonder or worry about for aftertaste. Alright, so let's try to open the door and get into the power room. Try turning these perks on. Also, if you guys know any kind of, if you know any sort of website to where I can buy the perk machines, like the perk colas, drop a link or something into the video itself, and I'll actually come back and watch it and see if anybody did leave a link, or if you have me on Twitter, just be sure to leave me a link on Twitter to where I can actually check it out, or DM me, either one, because I actually have been wanting to have the perk machine bottles. Oh god, or if anybody makes them, that would be really cool. That actually would be really cool if somebody made them, and I would actually give you a shout out too, either on Twitter or on here, or both, either one. Did I get the 100 from that? Okay, yes I did. Alright. I used to call this place my own asylum, because I was always in here on the Xbox. This place is crazy. I love it. Like, see, this is what I was talking about right here. Back then, we would come in this room and would sit here and try to decipher every bit of this crap, dude. Nowadays, it just feels like everything is kind of laid out for you, given to you. Like, oh, you need to look at this, or oh, hey, this is here. I don't know, I really don't care for that. Oh, the STG-44 and MP-44. It don't feel as good, honestly, as it used to in World at War. Yeah, the bootlegger. I'll take the bootlegger. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go back over. And I won't open this door here to the power room. I'm surprised they just didn't change this weapon to the stem itself, to be honest. Power room used to be a really good room to sit here and farm too as well, to train them. But over time, no. Unless of course you had the MG42, it was really hard to train in this room. Alright, I don't know how many zombies are around. I wish it had a counter. I wish it had a zombies counter on the map. That would be really great. Wonderheart, if you're watching, or Blundell, we want a counter. We want a zombies counter on the maps. That would be absolutely freaking terrific if they did that. Because then you could know like how many to make into a crawler. And you wouldn't have to be second guessing. How many times have you made a crawler only to have another zombie suddenly appear and mess up your Easter egg? I could say quite a few. So that's why I say that. It would be really cool if they did do a zombie counter. Like I know some of the modded maps for the PC actually has them. So it would be cool if they did it for the console. Or just give us the option to mod on the console itself, like they did with Skyrim. That would actually be really cool. I often find myself in this area right here all the time, sitting here holding the zombies off in the corner. Oh god, oh god. Whoa, what was that all about? I hit the wall and it just kind of like knocked my shot completely off. That was weird. Alright, just shoot this guy. I was thinking about doing more streams on YouTube, but I'm not sure if I should stay here on Twitch or if I actually should go back to YouTube. I'm not sure. I'll keep you guys informed or whatever other side, but I just don't know which one I should actually 7, 8, 9. There we go. Yeah, no, it was weird. Bear with me. All I think it does is just starts up the Samantha hide and seek game, and then you find their little statues. Everybody knows that already. I just think it's funny to play around with stuff sometimes like that. I think they're behind me too again. Oh, I need to try to make my way back over to get Speed Cola, actually. I think I got to 100 points out of there, I'm not sure. I can't remember, sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Now would be a good time to have Aftertaste. Killjoy, that works. Actually, I forgot to use that last game because I know I actually had a second one and I just completely forgot about it. Sort of stupid, but I said this time and time again. Most of the time, if you see me doing something stupid, especially with me having gobble gum, and I go down, it's literally because I forget I have them. Because I'm not really used to having them inside of zombies. I'm still playing the old style, guys, where gobblegums did not exist. So sometimes you have to forgive me of my stupidity. Alright, so let's make our way back over to the window where I was at. And we'll sit over there, I suppose. I mean, there's literally no other way. Unless, of course, like I said, I stay in that one room and try to hood him off from there. But then again, I don't know. Because I don't really want to waste enough points to continue doing the electric wall there. The electric barrier. Well, electric barrier trap, I should say. Although I should go... actually, what I'll do is I'll go and get either the MP40 or the STG. And we'll just sit here and just camp right here, I guess. that'd be kind of interesting. Or I'll take the shotgun. Shotgun would be fun. I might actually get the shotgun. Play around with the shotgun for a bit. I love using the shotguns on here. Especially that KRM. Or the Argus. Oh my god. Very good. Crap, dude. Alright, so let's get the shotgun. Seems to be the closest to me. I really wish that they had actually added dog rounds on these old maps and not just Shinonuma and the Giant. I wish they had actually added them to Varrocked and Noctare and Toten as well. Would have been terrific. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Would have been terrific. So many times I've died going down because I couldn't get ammo or I couldn't make my way back over to where the ammo for a particular gun was. Alright, that's weird at round 11. Usually that type of stuff doesn't happen until later rounds. Oh god, the shotgun massacre. God, dude. Bye, zombie. It's a massacre inside of an insane asylum. Go figure, right? Sorry about the noise outside, guys. Somebody running around the apartment complex or something. I'm not really sure. I hear it all the time. It sounds like somebody skateboarding or something. I don't know what it is. I want to be Tony Hawk, I guess. I've already had known that Tony Hawk's game died and nobody wants to play it anymore. Sad times. Actually, speaking of Tony Hawk, I used to play a lot of Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk 2 and Tony Hawk 3 were like literally my favorite games. Well, back then they were, well, favorite games of the series, so let me put that one out there. Not literally my favorite game of all time. Wow. They were trying so hard, man. I swear, I swear to God they are. Alright. The hell? Come on. Come on. I love it when you want your shotgun to just reload. I hope to God they add the Model 1887, like the actual Model 1887 in the zombie mode. The one that actually does the flip reload. And not just have it like the Argus. I would love to have the models again, that'd be cool. Or at least give us akimbo weapons. Akimbo weapons inside the zombies would be really cool. If they did do that. Can you imagine having like an Uzi or something? Or, here we go, I'll say it the same way that Soda Papa called it. An Uzi. An Uzi. Got himself an Uzi. Oh god. But yeah, can you imagine having dual Uzis inside of zombies, dude? That'd be so cool. Or dual handguns like Mustang and Sally. Or God, do I even want to mention this one? The dual models again. Imagine how overpowered that would be. Like MW2 style. Craziness. They should have a gumball called One Man Army. One Man Army would give you back every bit of your ammo, kind of like the Alchemist one does. All right, I'm gonna pop one of these. Oh god! Oh god! Sweet! Oh man, the gun would not reload fast enough. Oh god, that's a shame. That's something bad with the shotgun sometimes. That pullback lever action, man. Not gonna lie, I actually forgot it was an insta kill. I could have knifed him too. I didn't think about it. Oh well. All in good fun, man. Like I said, I really don't play for high rounds anymore. I literally just play the game for fun. I used to play high rounds back then, and sometimes I would get so into it that I would get mad sometimes when playing with people who weren't as good as I were. And it just, I don't know, it was not fun. It was just not fun at all. Because I would constantly get mad at people like, oh, why'd you go down? Or, oh my god, it's like, can you not play this map? Or don't you like this map? Or if I was trying to do an Easter egg with somebody and they didn't know the Easter egg, I'd get mad at them. But get away! Oh god! I remember so many times I would come through that hallway right there with an M1 Grand. It's like shooting at the zombies. All right, so what I'm gonna do from now on is, if I get done with this one, I'm actually gonna go over on the other side and just load up that barrier and just keep running back and forth. That's literally the best thing to do on this map if you want to go high rounds. But like I said, I'm not going for high rounds right now. I'm just playing to have fun, just shooting zombies and basically talking to people with, you know, people to that's inside the chat. Talking to people inside the chat is honestly what I was trying to say, but thinking about repairing the boards there and everything was just getting mixed together. Wow, this is lasting extremely long. Alright, so let's actually replace the shotgun with STG-44. Oh yeah, man. Best place right here, honestly. If you can get somebody using the Mark II ray gun or some sort of heavy machine gun, right here is the best place to be. Especially in this map, man. You could definitely go high rounds in here. Or if you can get somebody that's got a gobble gum for wall power, my god. Or actually with crate power too. Either one. You definitely could go some major high rounds right here. Like I said, I like the STG-44, the MP-44, but I don't like the reload animation for it. It feels weird, and it feels like it's a little too long. And it just seems like I don't know, man. It feels weird. It feels like they changed it a little too much. If anybody understands what I'm trying to say, like it feels completely weird as hell. Also, to the people that sent me friends requests, I accepted every one of them. I think it was 7 or 8 different people I sent. Well, I didn't send them one, they actually sent me one. I accepted everybody that actually invited me. I didn't mind. That goes with anybody that wants to send me a friend's request. By all means, go ahead. I'll accept them. I don't mind. I'm here to just network and have a good time. I'm not here to be, you know, some stuck-up snob or anything. Somebody wants to play with me, let me know. Gamer tags and everything are inside of the description of each. Well, it's actually, I was going to say each and every video, but as you can tell, I'm stuck on YouTube. But it's down inside of the description of my channel description. It should be in there. And if you can't find it, just again, message me or, you know, say something to me on here, and I'll actually give it to you if you can't find it. Oh man. Get some ammo. Yeah, again, I still like the old MP-44. It felt so much better for some reason. I can't describe it. The new one, I think it's the iron sight. The iron sight kind of throws it off, but it felt like the old one was so much better. Yes, lightning does banish the darkness. Oh god, man. I hope to god they keep the gore inside the game now. For the new zombies for Black Ops 4. Like, don't replace any kind of gore in the game. Don't make it into an advanced warfare zombies. Me and my brother were talking about this earlier as well. We were talking about in Blackout, how cool would it be if the storm itself wasn't a storm, but instead it was more just the zombies would actually come after you and try to kill you. And like if you died, the zombies would you could become a zombie and like chase other players. That would be so cool, like kind of like a turned mode inside of Blackout. Wonderheart, if you're listening, man, there's an idea for you. Man. I saw him, he was coming through that window. Bang bang. I heard somebody hitting a cage too. I don't know if anybody else heard that. It's not like somebody hit a cage. I don't think that was anything here. The puddle of blood. I love this. When this first actually came out, I actually thought you had to stand inside here to get so many kills for it to do something. So for the longest time I would stand there and just try to get kills inside of it and see what it would do. Coming to find out it didn't do anything. But I thought it was kind of cool though. That was a freaking foot laying inside the doorway. I don't know if somebody else seen that or not. Oh god. There's a freaking foot just laying right there in the doorway. That's so freaking funny. Wow. This probably took a lot of freaking bullets, man. Alright. What the hell is this, dude? Guy just died in front of me so epically. Alright, so some I've actually got in plain sight with me, so I might be alright. If you guys want me to get World War II zombies, just let me know. and I'll try my best to get it. But like I said, I just don't care for the way that they've done it. It seems a lot like it's way too easy. And I could just be looking at that completely wrong, but from the videos and things I've seen and people talking about it, especially other like Call of Duty YouTubers and things, they've all said it was compared to like Black Ops 3, that it was way too easy. I've even seen videos where people were saying that Black Ops 3 zombies were too easy as well. But then again, do you really consider zombies that extremely hard? That goes for any platform, unless of course you're talking about Transit. And then again, Transit, I mean, if you were good enough, you could actually do the Easter egg on there. And let's put it this way, as a solo player, I did normally about half of it. So, and that was with the thing on the outside in the cornfield for the Babylon. So while it was hard, I mean, you could do it, but in Die Rise, I'd never bought Die Rise. It did not look fun to me at all. I was too interested in the other map. Transit, like, I know Transit gets a lot of slack, but I really didn't mind it because I had a lot of fun on it. And plus, on top of that, at the time, I was living inside of a motel, so I didn't have nobody to play with. So literally, the only thing I was playing was just offline game mode. So I see a lot of people talking about how they hate it, but it wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't great, but I wouldn't say it was the worst map of all time. There were some aspects that it was kind of stupid and kind of hated about it, but I guess you could really look at it and say, well, you know, that's really somebody's opinion, because I've seen other people talk about other maps that was actually worse than Transit. So again, it really is just your, you know, choice, your preference. Like, what do you prefer? All I'm saying is it wasn't bad. It was fun for somebody that just wanted to get online and goof off with it and have fun. Which, that's normally what I do anyway. I really don't care about going high rounds. Leaderboards, they're there. If they're there, you know, you make them onto one, that's fine. But I'm not too interested in going on leaderboards and things like that. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. It's all good. Like I said, I just play games to have fun with them anymore. Back in the days, though, man, like Modern Warfare 2, COD 4, I was all about leaderboards. Like, that's all I wanted to do on those type of games. I worried about everything, my accuracy, my KD. It made games not even fun for me anymore. I hate doing it. Ultimately, it kind of drove me away from multiplayer as well. Like this guy just chilling. He knows what's up. He knows what's up right now. Look at him. He's just chilling right there. But, you know, going back to what I was just saying, I think that's honestly the reason why I don't really play a lot of multiplayer anymore. Is just simply for that fact and reason alone. It drove me away from hating multiplayer so much, because I was the dude that would play COD from about 6 in the evening till about 6 in the morning, and literally would sit there grinding out levels in multiplayer. I literally had about 7 accounts that were completely maxed out in COD 4. Just 7 different accounts that were completely prestiged out with gold crosses. That's how much I enjoyed that game. Well, just the multiplayer alone. Modern Warfare 2 came out and it was just like a train wreck, man. I don't know what the hell went wrong with it. It just felt like everything was terrible in that game. And then on top of that, like I said, I worried about stats, so it ruined. I guess I kind of put myself on a pedestal a little too high, and I worried about my KD too much, and it just felt like every game I played in was just a terrible game. I would die and get mad about it and everything else, and it's actually carried over a lot, especially with Destiny. I get mad at Destiny a lot, especially when people use supers and things like that. It's just like, man, it's like, God, that's annoying. But I don't hate Destiny by one bit, though. Actually, to be honest with you, I still love the game itself, but I just drove away from it for the reasons that I mentioned earlier, that nobody ever wanted to play it with me, except for like 2 or 3 people, and that was literally it. If it wasn't my brother or Judith, it was, you know, Delta or someone else, but other than that, And Delta, if you made it this far, man, you're still watching. How you doing? I just gave you a shout out. Oh god. I really wish they had a gobble gum that made the traps like these here a lot stronger, because it seems like sometimes they're really weak. So I really wish they had a gobble gum that actually made them a lot stronger. Like double strength gobble gum for barriers and things. For all traps actually. They might. It'd be interesting. Something else, I don't know if anybody noticed this or not, but inside the trailer for the Titanic The Voyager of Despair, did anybody notice that there was a very Norse style in that map? When you saw the zombies and the things like that was going on. There was a lot of things in the map that had to do with like wolves and looked like Vikings and things like that. Like it didn't look normal like this here. So I'm wondering if Loki and Thor and all, like Odin, will play some kind of significant role into the map itself, or will be characters that's known inside there. That would actually be kind of cool, because the markings for 9 actually did look like Vikings over everything. Oh man. Oh god, reload. Oh, that's not good. Oh, this is not good at all, man. I definitely need to be a pack-a-punch weapon here soon. About to get crazy. Yep, I knew it. I knew it was going to start getting crazy here in a minute. Oh god. Wow, he... Oh my god. I didn't even get a chance to pop the bubblegum. That's happened to me so many times. I've actually had times where I would go down, and as my character is going down like to die, it would actually pop the gobble gum on his death, like during the death animation. I've actually had that happen. It's kind of funny when you see it, because you just see, like, I don't know if it glitches out the character model, like if he's got a bubble in his mouth or whatnot, but it will actually show a bubble that is actually being blown while he's down on the ground. It's kind of funny. If you guys ever get a chance to see it happen, like, definitely watch it. It's extremely freaking funny. I'm curious to see if there is a... Oh man, that took me a little bit of time. God, that's probably gonna screw me up right there, because it would not get ammo for the gun. Alright, so one zombie outside. Come on now, I know there was more zombies coming after me than just one. Alright, so is he the last one? Ah, come on now, I know there's more than that. I knew there were more than that. Come on. Really? Like there was... Aw, come on. You're trolling me, Treyarch. Come on. There was more than that was running to the hallway, dude. There was definitely more than 6 that was running around. Unless, of course, I shot him, but I don't remember shooting anybody with the Mustang and Sally. Ow. Oh, God. I almost walked right into that. Hello, zombie. What? What? Did you guys just see that zombie? That zombie was just literally lagging right there. I think what had happened was I had killed him so quickly that the animation, it didn't register that the window was actually open. Or I had shot somebody or something. That was freaking weird. I've never seen it do that before. Oh, dude, they need to... I just thought about something that would be really cool. They need to come out with some... like these old maps themselves. You guys remember how Nuketown looked on Nuketown 2025, I think it was, for Black Ops 2? How it looked all completely broken and, you know, blown to pieces and things. Imagine if they redid these old maps and did some sort of, like, destruction in the map itself where it had been, you know, war-torn and things like that, compared to what it is now, obviously. But I mean, like, completely destroyed, like Nuketown was. Yeah, I know this is stupid, guys, but I'm actually going to choose the Shiva We're gonna play with the Shiva for a bit. I'm probably gonna die with it, but I'm just gonna, again, I'm just having fun. People that know me, they know that's all I do in games anymore. It's just have fun with them. What the hell just got knocked down? What the hell was that? Oh, it was the, okay. Was the wall itself out there. Oh yeah, this is not doing anything, man. This is literally a paper shooter. Oh my god. I think it's like the original freaking sniper rifle from the actual World at War map, where it turned into the paper shooter after like round 2. I mean, if it was Packer Punch, it might have been alright, but... Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. That is taking so many bullets to kill people. It's ridiculous. Crawl to the bomb. Crawl to the bomb. Like, that's literally the only time you can kill somebody with a Shiva. If it's an instant kill one, that zombie just jumped for Jesus, apparently. I don't know if anybody saw him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why was there a crawler? Wow, that was a massive amount of blood just sprayed the wall. Alright, so never mind, we won't play with the Shiva. We'll be playing with the Vesper for about a round here, or, you know, for about 5 seconds when these zombies come in and like beat the hell out of me. Oh god. Yo, he's gonna be the killer of me right there. Okay, we're not. Oh, we may have saved ourselves here. Saved ourselves in an additional 2 minutes. Or a minute and a half. I doubt it though. I say it's over right here. I'm gonna say it's over right here, guys. Okay, we're not. Alright, so we're still going. Barely. Oh god, man. Zombies, zombies, zombies. Don't you hate when they reach in like that? Alright, one hand. Get out of here. Oh, dude. I'm completely out of ammo on the Vesper. It's over. Oh, man. I'm sorry, but that's just too much fun. Like, I don't even care, dude. Like, I don't even care about rounds. I just play for fun. I laugh so much at me dying that it's ridiculous. Half the time when I'm playing, I'm literally just goofing off and laughing at stupid stuff like that there. That, ultimately, that's what kills me every time I play the game itself. But, anyways, guys, I think that's going to be the end of the stream. I will try to come back tomorrow. I know I need to be more consistent with my streaming. So, I will let everybody know when I start streaming. I'll either send it out on the PS4, or if I do Twitter again like I did today, I'll do it. I'll send like a tweet out letting you guys know when I'm going to be streaming. But I definitely want to start doing more consistent streams where it's not me just doing 2 or 3 days and then taking like a week off and things like that. So, to the guys that actually added me, appreciate it. Thank you very much. Appreciate the friendship. If you want to be put onto the auto list where I can actually, host you, let me know and I'll actually do that for you as soon as I possibly can. If I'm not on or anything like that, just go onto Twitter. If you have Twitter or if you have PlayStation or anything, just let me know. Or if you have me here, you can just message me here or send it into any way that you can get in contact with me and let me know. But anyways, guys, have a good night. I really appreciate you guys coming out to watch me, at least coming over to chat with me, having fun with me, maybe laughing, having some laughs as well. So I will see you guys maybe tomorrow, hopefully. I'll try to stream roughly around between 6 Eastern, 6 and 7 Eastern, and see how that goes. Till then, guys, have a good night, and stay safe.